Magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, magandang hapon, magandang gabi. Saan parte ka man ngayon ng mundo, kaibigan, kabayan, welcome po sa ating financial literacy campaign here in IMG that by 2030, we can educate at least 30 million families all over the world. How healthy are you financially now? Baka makarelate ka sa mga hugot ko to, kaibigan. Are you having hard time paying off your debt? Or baka you're having hard time managing the income that you receive every month? O baka kaya iniisip mo ngayon yung nanay at tatay mo while you're working abroad, while you're working here in the country, hindi mo sila masuportahan. Mga kaibigan, I remember when I was still in college, ito po yung palagi sinasabi ng tatay ko. Sabi niya, you know what? You have to study hard. You have to graduate from university, and then maybe 2 to 3 years of working experience, pwede ka na mag-abroad. And sinunod ko yung concept na yun. But when I was there, working abroad, sabi ko, parang may kulang ah. Kasi while your income is small, kulang. Nung lumaki yung kita, kulang pa rin. Nasa abroad ka na, kinukulang pa rin. And you know what? The rest was history, mga kaibigan. Someone invited me to a seminar about personal finance, and eventually I learned ito pala yung kulang sa mga concept na ina-apply ko na ngayon. Allow me to share 2 very important solutions that I learned here in IMG. First one would be education. Ang pangalawa po would be execution. Sabi nga nung mentor ko, prosperity begins in the mind before it goes to the pocket. Kaya po, hindi ba kayo nagtataka? You're jumping from one company to another looking for a higher pay, but kinukulang. Mga kaibigan, it's about time to educate ourselves and change the money belief that we have in our mind. Paano po ba? Allow me to share 6 simple, easy steps to manage your money well. Step 1, you need to increase your cash flow. Alam mo, cash flow is very important kasi that is the income, spending, and saving ratio. Kaya po, dapat palaging yung savings is always positive. I will give you 3 very important tips how you can make your cash flow always in the increasing mode. Tip number 1, you have to save more from what you're earning now. Alam mo, palagi ko po itong naririnig sa mga kaibigan ko, people I talk to and I coach to. Sasabihin nila, Art, let's just talk about investment. Pag na-increase na ako, pag nakalipat na ako ng mas malaking sahod. No, very wrong concept. Bakit po? In increasing your cash flow, you have to increase it no matter how much you're earning today. I don't care if your saving is 100, 200, 5 pesos. Ang importante, in every pay that we have at the present, dapat may naiiwan. I think this is very familiar to you. Di ba yung income, gagastos ka, ang naiiwan will be savings? It's very sad. Kasi po, pag kumita ka na 10,000, gumastos ka na 10,000, walang naiiwan. So the savings right now is 0. Meron din na tayong kakilala, they're earning 25,000 pesos per month, but they're spending at a rate of 26,000 pesos per month. So, kinukulang pa rin sila. Kaya po, it's very important. This is one thing that I learned here in IMG to make a twist in the formula that most Filipino are using. Ang sabi po sa akin ni IMG, in order for me to increase my cash flow, pagkalabas ng kita, itatabi mo na kaagad yung budget for the savings. Then, you are going to live with the means of your expense budget. Ibig sabihin, kailangan mong gumawa ng budget every month. Tip number 2, you have to be grateful at the present. Being grateful is something that we should practice. Kasi po, pag sinabi mong grateful ka, ibig sabihin nun, you have plenty in what you have. And you know what? One way to express how grateful you are with the blessings that you receive every month is using this prosperity formula. 100% income, ito yung 100% na binibigay mo yung sarili mo sa trabaho mo. If you're a secretary in the office right now, be the best secretary available in the building. If you're a business owner right now, serving the many, be the best business person in the marketplace. Then, after you earn out from the 100% of your talent given to your work, it's about time to give at least back to the Lord all the blessings that you receive. And ideally, that should be 10% of what you're earning. Then, after that, itatabi mo na ngayon yung saving component. Ideally po, kaibigan, it should be 20% of what you're earning. Then, the remaining 70% will be your budget. After saving and after being grateful, tip number 3 will be all about making more money. Bato-bato sa langit, ang tamaan, sana ay matamaan. Alam ko, lahat tayo nakikinood ng mga Korean novela right this time. Siguro napanood nyo na to. The latest this time is Squid Game and the others that are being played in Netflix. I know it consumes most of your time. Uupo ka dyan 3 hours in your spare time. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, kailangan nating magpahinga after a long 8 hours of work. But don't do that often. Bakit po? Kaibigan, the best time to build your wealth is in your spare time. Yung 8 to 5 mo, yung po yung panggas mo ng sakyan. Yung po yung pambili mo ng pagkain. But the spare time that you have, that is a good opportunity to build your investment to a higher extent. Step number 2, you have to have a healthcare fund and a life protection. Kaibigan, pag nagkasakit tayo ngayon, what would be our first line of defense? Of course, kasi Filipino tayo, member tayo ni PhilHealth. Pero alam natin, PhilHealth will not cover 100% of your hospitalization. The fund of PhilHealth is very depleted nowadays because of the pandemic. Swerte tayo kung yung kumpanya natin nagbibigay ng additional benefit na HMO. But, kaibigan, paano pag nag-retire na tayo from work? Paano pag na-retrench tayo from the company? Babalik ka ulit dun sa PhilHealth option mo. Kaya po, in managing your money, it's very good to have a separate portfolio, separate investment you call healthcare fund. Para pag tumanda tayo, alam natin may naipon tayo for that. Well, pwede naman nag-i-invest lang tayo pero wala tayong healthcare fund. Wala tayong healthcare insurance. Alam ko may mga kakilala kayo. Nag-iipon ng investment. Sobrang dami ng tangible asset. Isang sakit lang, ubos lahat. Kaya po, it's very good. It's a good practice. It's a peace of mind that at least you have a separate investment that will take care of your healthcare needs in case something happened along the way while you're building your wealth. Dalawang protection na dapat meron tayo. Life protection. Para kanino ka ba bumabangon, kaibigan? Napagalitan ka ngayon ng boss mo. Pero kinabukasan, kailangan mong pumasok. Bakit? Because you're doing that one for the people that you love. For your kids. If you're married, for your spouse. Sila po yung rason bakit nagpapakahirap tayo sa pagtatrabaho. You're an OFW right now. The very reason why you're doing that, because of your family. But what if something happened to the breadwinner? Sabi ng mentor natin, si Brother Bo, the purpose of insurance is simple. If God calls you ahead today, the breadwinner, your kids and the people that matters to you most will never go hungry. there's this one and only kind of investment in the market wherein, while you are still able and alive, pwede kang kumuha ng kontrata that if something happened to you, paying a small amount of money, the people that you love most will be taken care of because of that particular investment. In the financial market, you call that one life insurance. Pero kaibigan, you have to understand how it works and how it is being priced, because at the end of the day, you are going to pay the cost of that policy. Step 3, you have to pay off your debt. Utang is spending your future income. Sana kikita ka ng 20,000 pesos sa makalawa, but naging 10,000 pesos na lang. Bakit? Ginastos mo na eh. Binili mo na ng iPhone, binili mo na ng TV, binili mo na ano-anong kaperatso na nakikita mo sa online. And you know what's more sad is that ang utang will significantly reduce your future cash flow. Step 4, you have to have an emergency fund. I had this online webinar and I was asking a survey. Sabi ko sa kanila, pag nagkaroon kayo ng emergency ngayon, what will be your first line of defense? And I was shocked. Almost 80 to 90% of attendees in that online webinar said, uutang daw sila pag nagkaroon ng emergency. Yung utang, step 3 yan eh. You have to get out of that debt trap the soonest possible time. Kaya po, in IMG, we advocate na dapat meron tayong ibang investment, ibang lalagyan na ang pangalan niya ay emergency fund. How much emergency fund is enough? It should be 3 to 6 months of your monthly expense. Ibig sabihin, if your living expenses right now is 20,000 pesos, you multiply that one to 6, you have to target an emergency fund that is at least 120,000 pesos to give you peace of mind while you are building your wealth. Step 5, you have to learn investment. Paano nga ba tumutubo ang pera? You know what, kaibigan? Money works in compounding interest. And to best illustrate this one, allow me to share with you the contribution of Einstein to the financial industry. Ang tawag po dito, the rule of 72. Sabi ni Einstein, the rule of 72 will be a good formula for you to check how many years you're going to wait if you are investing in this particular rate. And in this example, Mr. A is investing at 4%. So using the formula, 72 divided by the interest rate, it will determine now the number of years your money will double. So 72 divided by 4 is equal to 18. Ibig sabihin, if that guy is 29 years old now, meron siyang 100,000 pesos, invest niya at 4%, kailangan niyang maghintay ng 18 more years in order for that 100,000 pesos to double. Another 18 years para yung 200 ngayon will double to 400,000 pesos. Pero paano pag si Mr. B is investing at the rate of 12%? The rule of 72 state that 72 divided by 12 is equal to 6. So ibig sabihin, Mr. B right now has to wait 6 more years for every investment to double. So, started at 29, meron siya 100,000 pesos, nagiging 200 yan after 6 years, nagiging 400 yan after 6 years. And you will see the bigger difference along the way. Parehas po sila, nagsimula at 29 years old, parehas po sila ng kapital, 100,000 pesos, magkaiba lang sila kung saan nila na-i-invest yung pera nila. And the bigger difference over time is 6 million. Ikaw kaibigan, saan ka nag-i-invest? 4% o 12%? I had again that webinar and most of them are investing in a regular savings account. The regular savings account right now is just giving us not even 1%, 0.2%. So do the math, 72 divided by 0.2 that's the number of years your money will double. Palagi po namin ito sinasabi. People who don't understand how money works, they end up working for the money. But those people who understand how money works, they let money work for them. And that is the very big difference between the poor and the rich. Saan nga ba tumutubo ang pera? Allow me to use this illustration for better understanding. Diba? Sabi ko nga, most of us are investing our money where? In a regular savings account. Kasi yun lang yung natutunan natin during the time. When you're placing your money inside a savings account, you are a depositor. What do you think the bank will do with the money that you place there? Of course, hindi nila itatago yan sa vault. I-invest nila yan. Saan? Government securities, commercial papers, stocks and equities, retail loan, nagpapautang sila. At the same time, some of the money goes to real estate investments. What if isusoma total mo lahat, kumita siya ng 12%? Magkano ba ibibigay sa'yo? Diba? Yung regular savings account mo is just earning 0.2% per annum. That's what top commercial banks in the country nowadays give to depositors. And pag titingnan mo, kumita sila ng 12%. Bibigay sa'yo 0.2%. Kaninong pera ba yan? Di ba sa'yo? Sino mas malaki kinita? Di ba sila? Do you think it's fair? Of course. Alam ko, sasabihin nyo it's unfair. But you know what, kaibigan? When you open your account in the bank, it was just fair because you signed a waiver. Sasabihin, sinabi niyo sa waiver na yan na, okay, I'm placing my money there, just give me this amount, this fixed interest rate, do whatever you want to do with my money. Now, may paraan ba para kikita ka kung paano din kumikita yung mga mayayaman? Let me share with you one of the strategy that we're using with my wife, Tanya, in building our wealth. You can place your investment in a fund we call mutual fund. As of today, sobrang dami na po ng mutual fund available in the market. The government is using this one to enable ordinary people like me and you have the same investing power as the rich are having today. This is how it works. When you place your investment in a mutual fund, you are a shareholder. Ibig sabihin, nagmamay-ari ka ng parte ng kumpanya. Ano ba ginagawa ng mutual fund para kumita? Of course, i-reinvest din nila kung saan nag-i-invest si bank. Kung saan nag-i-invest yung mga mayayaman. Let's say the fund now place that investment in government securities, commercial paper, stocks and equities. Hindi nga lang siya nagpapautang kasi yung lending of money is the business of the bank. Wala rin po siyang real estate. So, nagfo-focus po siya sa tatlong top 3 investments that most of the wealthy are investing. Now, ang tanong, what if it earns 12%? Magkano ba ibibigay sa iyo as shareholder? Of course, kasi may-ari ka ng kumpanya, you also get 12%. And yun yung kagandahan ng kaibigan. It's just giving you an equal opportunity how the rich and the wealthy are earning their investment. There are 2 major types of mutual fund. Equity, the stock market investing, and the bonds and securities. Of course, siguro familiar sa inyo yung mga kumpanya na to. ATR Cheming, Soldivo Fund, Phil Equity, FAMI, the mutual fund company of the Metrobank Group, Sun Life Asset Management, di ba? May Sun Life Insurance, may may sister company yan, Sun Life Asset Management. So, alam mo na ngayon saan pinapatubo ang pera ng insurance company. Most likely, familiar din sa inyo to. BPI Investment Management Inc. And one of their product in this particular company are mutual funds. Pag titingnan mo, yung first 5 steps is just talking about the solid financial foundation. Cash flow, dapat positive. Dapat meron tayong healthcare fund. Dapat may life protection din tayo as a breadwinner. Dapat nagbabayad tayo ng utang. Dapat may emergency fund tayo at dapat alam natin kung ano yung tamang investment. What are the legal investment available in the market para hindi rin tayo mapascam. Then, of course, the final step is preserving your estate. Pag nakumpleto na po natin yung 5 unang steps, ito na po yung kasunod nun. And this, I call this one higher series in our journey towards financial freedom. Hindi ba kayo nagtataka? Bakit yung mga mayayaman may korporasyon? Bakit yung mga mayayaman they shield themselves from taxes? Well, that's what preserving your estate is all about. If you wanted to know more about that, we have also webinars about step 6. Kaibigan, that's what education is all about. Now, the second solution that we need to discuss as well would be the execution. We make sure that yung natutunan natin na 6 simple steps, na i-execute natin. Kasi pag hindi po natin in-execute niyan, sayang din po yung time na in-invest natin to educate ourselves. It's now application time. And there are 2 options in the market nowadays that I know. First, you do it the traditional way. Traditional way means maghahanap ka ngayon ng ahente dun sa mga gusto mong i-build in your solid financial foundation. Life insurance, you need an agent. Real estate, pag yun yung investment portfolio mo, maghahanap ka ngayon ng ahente. Sa healthcare naman, kailangan mo ng healthcare insurance or HMO, kailangan maghahanap ka ngayon ng agent. Well, I'm not against this one, but it will cost you a lot of time and money doing the trial and error way. In IMG, we are very blessed because we have this option too. You can be your own money manager in a one-stop shop platform. Ibig sabihin, do it yourself. Ikaw yung magmamanage. Aside from that, I find these 3 very important components in execution that for me are non-negotiables. First, environment. Pangalawa, the enhanced benefit that we get using the IMG platform. And of course, the entrepreneurship. Now, paano ba nag-work yung environment component? When you're an IMG member, you get a mentor, you get to surround yourself with people who have the same target and objective that you have. Always remember this. You are the average of the first 5 person that you talk and you are with every day. So, pag gusto mong yumaman, be with the people that are going there. Pag gusto mong gumastos, madali rin lang. Sasama ka sa mga tao palaging naglalasada at saka nagsashopee. Pangalawa, the enhanced benefit. The IMG platform will just get you an instant access going to the financial industry. When you're an IMG member, you represent multiple companies. In the healthcare, you can go directly to this company partner that we have, and our partner there is Kaiser. For life insurance, Manila Bankers and Fidelity Life are our partners there. Then for investment, top mutual funds also our partners. If we have grown big our investment and go to the real estate properties, SMDC, Ayala Land, and the other big names in the real estate are also our partners. Of course, hindi nawawala dito yung non-life insurance. And MAPRE, Standard Insurance, Malayan, UCPB, Standard Insurance, they are also our partner in that industry. And of course, the Allied Services, APS, all these companies tap in their expertise that can help us out execute. Kaya po, si IMG may mga partners. And siguro kilala niyo yung mga company na to. Aside from the environment and the enhanced benefit, the entrepreneurship component can help you solve your cash flow problem. Alam niyo na ngayon kung saan mag-invest. Alam niyo na rin kung paano because you have the environment with you. The education was very helpful para at least makita mo, ito pala dapat. Ang problema ngayon, namumroblema tayo sa cash flow. And in our spare time, the entrepreneurship component of the IMG platform is a good way to solve issues in our cash flow by increasing your income in your spare time. Alam mo kaibigan, doing and applying this concept for the last 10 years was never easy. There were those times that you have to deprive your wants and prioritize your needs. At hindi po madali yun. Bakit? Hindi tayo sanay na walang milk tea. Hindi tayo sanay na hindi naglalazada. Hindi tayo sanay na walang Shopee. Hindi tayo sanay na we are not benching ourselves on Netflix on our spare time. But you know what? We call that one the pain of discipline. And you have to start it today. Bakit? Baka mapunta tayo dun sa pangalawang type ng pain, which I would suggest sana hindi natin abutan. Sana huwag dumating kaibigan na magka-college na pala yung anak natin at wala pa rin tayong preparations for that. Whether you like it or not, you're growing old. Baka magising na lang tayo one day, uy, magre-retire na pala kami. And we fail to prepare for that years. Whether you like it or not, kaibigan, your friends, your families, your in-laws, your parents will be needing your help maybe few years from now. At sana huwag dumating sa panahon na you will be regretting kasi wala kang naitabi for that. When do you think is the best time? Kaya po, the bigger challenge, kaibigan, is this. Kailan kaya yung tamang panahon para umpisahan natin to? You know what? I ask myself also the same question. And how I wish someone shared me these beautiful concepts and solutions early on in my career. I could have been better off by this time. But you know what? God is giving you the second best chance, and that is to start today. What you're going to do? Make a list, make a budget, increase your cash flow, make a portfolio of your healthcare fund, protect yourself. Babayaran natin yung mga utang natin. Let's make an emergency fund, and then let's educate ourselves and start investing. And the IMG platform is always there to help you out in that particular journey. I would like to personally invite you to our next online session, which is the partial financial checkup. Partial financial checkup is just like making a blueprint of your financial house. Titingnan natin yung cash flow, how much investment is enough, how much insurance is enough for you, and then we'll put numbers to that particular dream para maging guide mo along the way as we walk forward to the promising future. Maraming salamat po for joining with us today, and it's been always a pleasure and an opportunity to serve the many using this platform.